Just thought this woman is really doing something quite dreadful to Britain, and Harry has fallen in love with her in a ludicrous way and has gone along as her accomplice. She obviously went into the marriage with other things in mind, namely fame and fortune and a glittering career in California.
She's been brainwashing him. They have kicked back already, Tom, ahead of publication.
And it's true. I mean, that's the point. It is actually, unfortunately, true at the time.
Prince Harry could somehow worm his way back into the fold. It seems like Sussex PR is in overdrive lately.
Meghan wouldn't come back to Britain. So I think it's always the same. He wants his cake and eat it. It was very early on in their relationship when Harry is bowled over by Meghan, is desperately in love.
At first, it looked like a love story the world couldn't resist. A prince who hated the spotlight, suddenly chasing cameras across continents. A Hollywood actress entering the oldest monarchy on Earth. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, something changed. Not overnight, not dramatically at first, but enough for palace insiders to reportedly start asking uncomfortable questions behind closed doors. Because the Harry people thought they knew was disappearing. And according to explosive claims now resurfacing from royal insiders and biographers, the real story may not have started when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left the royal family. It may have started long before that, back when the palace first realized they were losing control of the prince entirely. For years, Harry had been viewed as the rebellious royal, fun, emotional, unpredictable, but still loyal to the institution. Even after scandals, parties, and public mistakes, there was always this belief inside the monarchy that Harry would ultimately protect the family. Then Meghan arrived, and suddenly the rhythm changed. The relationship moved fast, faster than many inside the palace expected. Engagement, wedding, global media frenzy. But beneath the fairy tale headlines, reports began surfacing about tension inside Kensington Palace almost immediately. Not loud tension. Worse, silent tension. According to multiple royal commentators, Prince William allegedly became concerned about how quickly Harry was being pulled away from the family structure. Reports claimed William tried warning his brother to slow down, to be careful. Harry allegedly took it personally. And from that moment, cracks that had once been invisible started becoming impossible to hide. Because this wasn't just about romance anymore. This was becoming a battle over influence. Then came the detail that changed the public conversation entirely. Tom Bower's controversial book, Betrayal,
allowed it to become, which I think was unforgivable, was a tirade against the racist royal family.
Then in April 2026, during the Australia tour, a new clip went viral. Meghan's chief of staff, Sarah Fosmo, gently tapped Harry on the back to alert him to fans waiting on an upper floor of a Melbourne children's hospital. Meghan whipped her head around and delivered what witnesses described as a death stare, then immediately grabbed Harry with both hands. Former Sussex employees who saw the clip told the Daily Beast it gave them PTSD.
Suddenly, fans started comparing old interviews to new ones. The joking soldier prince who once laughed through interviews now appeared angry, isolated, and deeply resentful. His speeches became darker, more personal, more confrontational. Then came the interviews, the documentaries, the accusations. And for many royal supporters, the biggest shock wasn't what Harry was saying. It was who he was saying it against. His own father, his own brother, the institution that protected him his entire life. But the deeper this story went, the stranger it became. Because while Harry and Meghan claimed they wanted privacy, they were simultaneously signing massive media deals in California. That contradiction became impossible to ignore. The couple landed multi-million-dollar agreements with Netflix and Spotify, transforming from working royals into global content creators almost overnight. And critics immediately started asking the question that still follows them today. Was the royal exit ever really about freedom, or was it about building a brand? That's when palace frustration reportedly turned into something colder: distrust. Because every interview seemed to deepen the divide further. The Oprah interview shook the monarchy globally. Then, Harry's memoir Spare went even further, exposing deeply personal family arguments, private conversations, and painful memories the palace never expected to become public entertainment. For the royal family, this wasn't just embarrassing. It was unprecedented. And somewhere behind the scenes, relationships allegedly collapsed beyond repair. But just when people thought the controversy couldn't get worse, another issue started quietly building up: the Invictus Games. For years, the event had been Harry's most respected project, a genuine mission supporting wounded veterans. And for some veterans connected to the event, critics argued the spotlight no longer seemed centered on the athletes themselves. That perception created a dangerous shift. Because now, the criticism wasn't just about royal drama anymore. It was touching one of Harry's most protected achievements. And this is where the story takes another turn people rarely talk about. The monarchy itself may have underestimated Meghan completely. At first, many believed she would simply adapt to the system like previous royal spouses had done before. Smile for cameras, follow protocol, blend into the machine. Instead, she challenged it publicly, repeatedly. And whether people see her as courageous or calculating depends entirely on which side of the story they believe. To supporters, Meghan exposed a cold and outdated institution. To critics, she divided a family, isolated Harry, and helped turn private pain into a billion-dollar media empire. That divide is what makes this story impossible to look away from. Because there's still one uncomfortable question hanging over all of it. If Harry truly escaped a toxic system, why does he seem more trapped in conflict now than ever before? And if Meghan really was the mastermind critics claim she is, then the royal family may have realized too late that this was never just a marriage. It was a complete power shift inside the monarchy itself. One that may still be unfolding behind palace walls right now.